Ravi Shankar garu, my apologies.
The audience in front of me, my seniors are there, my colleagues are there, my juniors are there. I'm really happy to be here. Dr. Murthy garu, Dr. Sanjeev garu, Dr. Madhusudan, Dr. Venkatesh, all these are learned people. Okay. Today, are we scared of China? You ask anybody on the road, just pull up some 10 people and ask, are you scared of China? 90% of the people are saying no. Some people have told me, हम भूखे भी रहना है, मगर और 3-4 स्क्वाड्रन राफेल खरीदना है. That is the mood of the nation. And okay, we need Rafales, maybe because that area, when compared with the high-tech China, we are lacking. So we need them. And Indians want our PM and the Defense Ministry to purchase all this. But are we self-sufficient in the terms of defense? Yes, probably to a larger extent. Well, we may not compare with the France or USA, where their technology is very good and very high, but we have to contain this Chinese army. So are we self-sufficient? Yes, probably. Why? Why we are self-sufficient? Why we could produce Agni? Why we produce Prithvi? All these are now go to DRDO. They are producing in bulk. And all these people, all these scientists and all the workers of DRDO are working overnight. 18 hours they are working. I know some of my colleagues who are working there producing these missiles in plenty to be transported to the border. So who is the father of these missiles in country? So it is Dr. Abdul Kalam. I think he is called the missile man. So on this day, we need to remember this missile man who has given a honor to the country and also a sort of, we are able to protect ourselves now. Earlier, in the earlier war of China, when we fought China, Chinese could overrun Indian military bases like anything because we were outnumbered, overpowered, and we were brought down. But now that's not the situation. So Dr. Murthy garu has given us an opportunity to remember this big man who is a missile man and who has helped us in producing Prithvi, Agni, and so on and so forth. So we are second to none. So we need to have all the confidence and we should go ahead. Technologically, we are, if not the best, we are one of the good ones, either in the defense or even in the medical profession. Now coming to the organization Act Now, I think because of the name, there is a lot of power to this meeting today. And Act Now is doing good service and there are so many things, but obviously every social organization requires support. Everybody knows this. And Dr. Murthy garu and his team are taking this forward. We congratulate you, sir, and we wish you all the best. And there are many people in this country who require service. And there are also people who give service, and there are also many people who will help in people providing service to the needy. So then coming to the medical profession, see, when about 10 soldiers are fighting a war, all the 10 may not be friendly to each other. So, but they are fighting against an army, which is real enemy. So these people may not be friends, but they are fighting an army. That means they have to go together. If they don't go together, all of them will be killed. If they go together, they can win. So what's happening is, the medical profession is not that people are enemies, but we are put on a track. Why these 10 soldiers are fighting against 20 soldiers on the other side? Because that is a track, they have to follow the track. The medical profession is like that only. So there is a track that is laid down. That means a medical student enters the first year medical school and he is put on a track and he has to travel on the track. There is no other way for him. So to survive, he has to follow the track and keep moving forward. So there is no escape for him also. So he should keep moving, and that's how people do. And despite a lot of problems, people go ahead. They have disputes with their spouses, they have differences with their children. Parents also may not understand, but these people keep moving forward, doing their hard work, serving the patients, and this is a different breed altogether. And they spend after their regular work of 9 to 6 or 9 to 5 and institutes 9 to 9 or 7 to 9, they are never sent home in institutions when they are as residents, and subsequently they have to read another few hours so that they have to present the next day. So all these hardships doctors do face, and there's a different metal. These could be slightly eccentric people also. One of the seniors has said that why these all doctors are slightly eccentric. So there is no saying, we cannot negative that statement also, because we are eccentric in a way that we are seeing others' benefit, not your own benefit. So that is the thing. And we also don't care about what we are doing. See, if you see the positivity rate in India today, it may be around 1% according to the papers, but we all know it is much higher. If I take my own classmates, 50 are regularly in touch. Out of that, 10 are already positive. That means how much? 20% are already positive, and some may not have told. So people in the medical profession are more positive for COVID, and one person almost died, who somehow we were able to save him. So I'll tell one very brief thing about me. I never thought that would come up in a big way, and I never thought I should project it also. There is a endoscopy software. So in 2002, one engineer, crippled fellow in a wheelchair, he came to me. He said, I want to produce something for endoscopy. So I spent 3 hours with him. Then he showed me something which looked okay. Then I told him several suggestions. So that became True Solutions endoscopy software, and now that software is used in Hyderabad, 99% of places, in the country, 70% of the places, world over, 15 to 20% of the places, this software is used. And this software is supplied by the Olympus company, which is a Japanese company. It supplies almost free to their to their clients who purchase their machines. So I am not saying I have done something about it, but see, that is the person, that person who crippled polio person has done the software, and maybe he wouldn't have put it forward because of me and because of my help. It has come forward, and it could help them. In fact, I don't have any stakes in that company, but True Solutions is one of the best softwares now available for medical practice and medical gastroenterologists. So with this 1 or 2 words, I would like to thank Murthy Garu and all of you for being here today. Thank you, sir.